If you were to track an average class of 100 ninth graders in Colorado, only 24 of them would go on to graduate from college.
Perhaps even more troubling is that we often tell our young people that if they graduate with a degree or a certificate, they'll be successful. But that's simply not true. We know that hiring managers and CEOs often report that even college students don't have the soft skills they need to do the job well. Of those select few who do graduate from college, many of them struggle with the transition from school to career. Ultimately, that disconnect between our education system and the workforce creates an inequitable talent pipeline of young people whose skills simply don't align with today's careers.
My public charter school played a huge role in my professional development. Going into middle school, I was reading very below grade level. The SST really helped me get to a point where I was not only at grade level, but exceeding grade level.
We know that traditional public schools aren't meeting the needs of millions of America's students, especially students of color. In fact, a recent study out of Teachers College at Columbia University found that Black participants in 6 major cities view schools as unable to meet the social, emotional, and academic needs of their children.
Parents deserve to have the freedom to choose the high-quality schools that fit their students' unique needs. We see that families are choosing charter schools time and time again for the programming, support, and results that they deliver for their kids.
It wasn't until I started attending my charter school that I really started exploring new ideas and started seeing the possibilities after high school. As a first-generation student, I always was really scared as to what I was going to do after high school. But attending this school and hearing stories from my classmates and having the support of my teachers really helped me become the woman that I am today and to obtain my college degree.
The Ganas Network strives to equip early professionals with the critical skills to ensure they thrive in their personal and professional lives, while organizing, nurturing, and amplifying their voices as charter school advocates to lead conversations on education policy. Our fellowship acts as a launchpad and accelerator for diverse early career leaders. We seek to unlock the power of some of our brightest students to take on leadership roles within their communities and careers, emboldening them to address the greatest challenges of our time.
What I found most impactful was the mentor meeting, just because I felt like without the Ganas, I wouldn't have reached out to someone, but because of the Ganas Network, I kind of got that push to go and ask my mentor. After interviewing him, I just feel much more at ease about graduating and finding a job. A lot of the doubts that I just had in general about graduating and finding a job all kind of went away with that mentor meeting. When I do graduate, I do have way more options than what I thought, and it's all thanks to the Ganas.
So I myself went to charter schools throughout grade school, and before I even knew or cared that they were charter schools, they were 2 very different types of schools. Although they were completely different and neither school was necessarily perfect, I think they both did an excellent job serving my unique needs at different points in my life to propel me through my career and get me to where I am today.
So my experience as a Ganas Fellow was, I think, pretty eye-opening, just because this past year and a half, ever since I graduated from college, I've been feeling a little bit lost with my career and everything. And the Ganas Fellowship really helped me propel me to go out of my box and try to actually network, because that was something that I was very afraid of before, and afraid of going out into the Denver art community and actually trying to make connections. But the Ganas Fellowship really pushed me to actually make calls, send emails, and talk to people. And I know that will help make further connections even after the fellowship is over.
The Spanish verb ganar means to win. Ganas is a form of ganar that translates to a strong desire. We've witnessed so many promising young leaders who have the desire, the education, and the experience to win, but then they're crushed by systemic injustices that are completely beyond their control. That's exactly what we want to challenge.